the lack of an amortization schedule on the 10-year note, lack of personal guarantee from the buyer for the city's loan, a lack of adequate explanation for the MRC's continued participation in the maintenance and operations that total $437,000 over a 10-year period. And then lastly, this particular meeting has not been, it's been videoed, but it has not been uploaded to the city's communications page, which is a violation of the state statute on open door law. So I would ask that we get, once we approve these, that we get that uploaded to the city's communications page as quickly as possible. And that's my motion.
Mr. Freeman, can I ask you, do you agree with that statement in any regard to the legality of the recording of the meeting, of a special meeting?
I don't agree with it.
So, I wasn't at that meeting. Where the main issue is, where was it held?
In the Commissioners' Conference Room on the 3rd floor of City Hall.
So, under the current recording under the current recording laws that went into effect in July of 2025, all open meetings that are held in this room have to be recorded and posted.
Yep.
Public meetings held in rooms other than this room, as long as they're not held by the council, don't have to be recorded.
Thank you for your legal
Correct.
expertise on that
Thank
matter.
you.
Appreciate it.
Well, I would ask that the comments that I made previously stand on this. And that's my motion.
Mr. Dale has proposed a motion. Do we have a second?
Yes. Second?
Okay. Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Dale?
Yes.
Mr. Miller, no. Mr. Probilla?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
No.
Okay. We'll move on to the claims. Mr. Wright?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sent out the claims yesterday morning. Really not a lot on the claims this month. So with that, I'll just open it up. Any questions you might have?
I don't have any questions.
On the 3rd page, it says river area, multiple tree plantings. Do you know which area of the river that is?
No. I just know that it's, as far as looking at it, it just said, the invoice said various locations on it. That's all that was on the invoice.
Is that probably dictated by the Parks Department, I would imagine? Those
Pardon? It's park.
Those
Yeah.
locations are dictated by the Parks Department? Yeah. Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Seeing none, I'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, there is a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Dale?
Yes.
Mr. Miller, yes. Mr. Probilla?
Yeah.
And Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Moving forward, the financial position update, that's been presented to you all. I don't necessarily have any comments or questions on it. It's the same update that we get from Mr. Howe monthly. Things seem to be on the right track, as far as I can tell. I don't know if there's any other questions or concerns or specific comments about this that you all have. If not, we can just move forward. I'll probably give us a more detailed update next month as well.
There's only one comment that I just want the whole board to be aware, and I know we have another agenda item that's similar. The funds that we allocated for the facade grant, anything out of that dollar figure that's going to be spent this year needs to be spent this year, because those funds will not roll over to additional funds for next year.
Yes.
So that was something that I was made aware of this week.
Yeah, that is a good point.
So I just wanted everybody to know.
What determines whether they can be rolled over or not? Who determines it? How is that? I mean, they're MRC funds, correct?
I think that's up to this body. I think
Yeah.
we can decide to.
No, we were just told that they couldn't be, but this body can decide whether they can be or not.
I don't know.
I would assume so.
Well,
Yeah.
just a question.
That's
Yeah.
my assumption. Yes.
Yeah. I think this it's brought up. What's the prudence and what's the harm in not letting it roll over?
Yeah, I don't think there is any, and I think we could probably bring that suggestion to Jeff and decide at the end of the year, see where spending's at, and see if there's other priorities or things that pop up. I doubt there would be, in my
Yeah,
opinion. but-
I suggested it's an agenda item for next month. That way we're ahead of it and it's not the end of the year and we're forcing a question that deserves good debate.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's move forward. Mr. Bishop, do you have a status update on the facade grant program?
We've received 5 or 6 applications. I think are in the final processes of approving some of them. So that'll be next month. We should have some to formally approve
Okay.
based on the committee's recommendation.
Okay. You all just met earlier this month. Is that correct? Ish.
Sounds right?
Somewhere in there. Okay. And you said you have 5 or 6 applications to approve.
I think we've received 5 or 6 and just are kind of finalizing things on the online form because there are some attachments that we require based on what was approved by the MRC, but those are not included in the application. So
I think all 3 of them were in when we met.
Okay.
The other 2 or 3 have come in since then.
Okay. That's great. That's great. Okay. Yeah. Good luck to you guys. Please take action on those quickly, and we'll keep rolling with that program. I believe it is in the communications director's queue to have a public posting about those as well. I think Ms. Wagley, maybe.
that's what
Okay.
Jeff said, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Jeff might have put that in an email. I don't remember if you're on there or not, Shereen. So that's good too. That'll get made known to the public, and we'll keep going from there. So, any other items on that discussion? Okay, moving on with the lease of the Colson property. So, as you all remember, we accepted the Colson property a couple of meetings ago for the purpose of finding a productive use for it. This was the property that you can't really build on it or do anything on it. It's got tons of challenges, being that there's a flood zone limitation. There's just a lot of challenges with that small property. And we had the property valued with the appraiser pointing out those same challenges and indicating a value of between $2,500 to $5,000 for that property. The county assessor shows a value of around $2,390, so $2,390. The Muncie City Clerk's Office did publish a request for RFPs to lease and use the land for telecommunications, as we've already discussed, given the limited use of the land. And so the proposals were required to be delivered by Monday, October 13th, 2025. We do have a single proposal that we received by the due date, so we can open that and see what's been offered. So, Mr. Secretary, would you like to open that?
I'll do my best.
Don't know if you can get the tape open or not. Are there multiple copies in there, or do you just, maybe not? If you just want to read it and then we can share it around, that's fine.
They're all different things.
Okay.
So it's a lease agreement.
I don't know if they have like an overview document you just want to read,
That's what,
and then we can pass. We can just share those as we're.
well, these are all separate items, so I don't know which one. Probably
It's probably this one. Why don't let's read this one for the public if that's okay.
Okay, Atlas Tower One LLC is submitting an administration design review to the Planning Zoning Department for review of a new proposed wireless telecommunications facility build on the property of 1700 Block North Colson Drive. The letter shall serve as a narrative for the proposed telecommunications facility and how this project will provide the needed mobile network coverage while reducing the need for additional cellular facilities in the future. This project is being proposed and the justification is being provided in an effort to elevate current mobile network voice data and first responder issues in the area that is severely lacking reliable network coverage and capacity. Proposal summary. Well, this just tells what it's the same thing. The purpose of the request to build a 125-foot monopole telecommunications tower within a 50 by 50 area wireless facility. This facility will provide critical wireless coverage to the surrounding area. The proposed site is zoned, which is where coverage is lacking and the capacity of the extended infrastructure is reaching its limit. As the area develops further, the existing users demand for more data for their existing devices, existing infrastructure, which reaches capacity limits and be unable to meet coverage needs. The tower and facility will be used for structural support for up to 4 wireless providers. Each provider will install antennas and on-the-ground base station equipment. But I don't see on here about value.
This is the lease agreement, if you want to take a look at that. I can pass these around too, if anybody else wants to see these. Looks like they've got site maps, a lease agreement, the overview, and then I don't know what that extra document is they submitted. It all, I mean,
This is just who we are, project timeline.
okay, there's that. If you want to look at the site design at all, then Mr. Dale has the other one.
Monthly rental. Oh, there's a one-time payment. So here's rent and rate,
Yeah,
but I
that's-
think that's for what they're charging.
Are we trying to take action today, or can these be placed under advisement?
Yes, I believe Mr. Howe did want us to take action today. Shane, I don't know if
Have you
want this
found
or
the
not.
dollar figure yet?
It's in here, it's their rental agreement. Yeah, so this is what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to lease the property from us. So they're proposing a monthly rental amount of $500, where they would pay $500 to us monthly, and a one-time payment of $96,000 for the length of the lease agreement. The proposed term of the lease agreement is 360 month with 4 5-year extensions each. We would remove all facilities if and upon natural termination of the lease agreement, or if the facility is no longer in use. And then it says, please review the attached lease agreement, which is here, if anybody wants to see this at all. Do you want to look at this? No? So, I mean, in layman's terms, they're proposing giving us $500 a month, and then a one-time payment of $96,000 for the property, which I think is extremely fair given the indicated value of the property, the assessed value of the property that we found.
What's the need for expediency on this? I mean, why could this not be taken under advisement, thoroughly look at it, and then vote next month?
I think Mr. Howe just indicated he wanted to get it done. I know he's been working on this for a while.
A long time.
A long time. Beyond that, I can't give you any additional context, unless they put something in the documents, but I don't see anything there, so. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I don't know why we would need more time to consider it outside of,
And how was it advertised?
according to Mr. Howe, the Muncie City Clerk's Office published a request for RFPs to lease and use the land for telecommunications. The proposals were required to be delivered by Monday, October 13th, and this was the single proposal submitted.
Yeah.
So probably just following the standard RFP process through the clerk's office.
I would move, lacking any pervasive reason to rush to this, that we just take it under advisement for 30 days and come back and take a vote on it after it's been reviewed by our staff. That's my motion.
There is a motion on the floor to table it for 30 days, essentially.
Second?
Okay. Any further discussion? Okay. Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
Mr. Dale,
Yes.
Mr. Miller, no. Mr. Probilla,
No.
Ms. Wagley.
No.
Okay.
Do
That motion
we know where
fails.
this is in the zoning review? What the status of that is?
I do not know the answer to that, no.
Yeah, my point. They said they were in process of it, so it's not something that sounds like it's been rendered. They probably would have followed up and said it was, if not.
Is the purpose of the lease versus selling the land just so we have site control, or?
Yeah, I think Mr. House spoke to, one, we would have site control, and then on top of that, we're getting some form of generated income off of a property that otherwise will be useless. I mean, you're getting $500 a month for the length of the lease on top of the $96,000 payment up front, which is, again, much more than the assessed value. So, 96,000 versus maybe selling it to someone who can't use it for $2,500 to $5,000, I think is the logic there.
Would motion to approve the proposal from Atlas Tower contingent on our legal review and zoning approval.
Okay, okay,
Sorry.
that's okay. I was gonna ask Mr. Bishop to amend his, amendment to, allow latitude for Mr. Howe to finalize the terms and conditions as well, upon acceptance, if you're okay with
So
that.
moved.
Okay,
Second.
we do have a second, okay? Any further discussion? Okay, Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
Mr. Dale,
Yes.
Mr. Miller, yes, Mr. Probilla,
Yes.
and Ms. Wagley.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we will move forward with the Muncie Land Bank update. Mr. Howard.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nate Howard from the Muncie Land Bank. Just a quick update. As far as funding, we got our chunk of support from Ball Brothers in. We're very thankful for that. We also got some monies from the Centerpoint Energy Foundation. So that's 2 additional grants this year that we hadn't been getting in the past. So that's encouraging for us. We sold 913 West Kilgore. That was a property that had been slated to be demolished, and then we acquired it and did a assessment of that, and it looked strong, and so we were able to get that into somebody's hands locally who's going to rehab that. I've committed to putting in $50,000-$60,000 to rehab that. We were awarded upon paying $900 per property, 5 properties from the county. So that concludes this year's ask to the county. We had asked for 45, and that was whittled down to 5. We went to the tax sale yesterday and bought 13 certificates. 2 of those have homes on them, 1 garage, and the rest are vacant lots. Those are all properties tied to Old West End work, and then also Whiteley and industry. We had Will Snyder, who's a Ball State grad, come for first Friday and shared about his research that he did on renters' experience in 2 neighborhoods in Muncie, Riverside, Normal City, and Old West End. Went really well. This coming month's first Friday has not yet been announced. We continue through our partnership with Urban Planning Department, working in industry primarily right now. We're concluding a month of community engagement where we've done almost 200 quality of life surveys. And Friday, we'll have our second round of focus groups, and then we'll have close to 150 people that have participated in those focus groups alone. So all that informs our strategy there in industry. That's all I have for this morning.
I just wanted to ask the 3 properties that you got in the tax sale with structures on them.
Yeah.
Are you guys intending to rehab those structures or demolish, or do you have plans yet?
We have, the hope is that those can be rehabbed.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Did the county indicate about the other 40 properties that they didn't assign to you, or what the reason for like pushing them back through the tax sale was?
Not precisely. I mean, they had a deed sale slated, then that got canceled. Then they had this tax sale. I know some of those properties were transferred to the MRC, the ones that we were seeking to acquire in the Old West End. I don't know about the rest. I don't know if that was a legal issue or they wanted to run them through the deed sale first, see if they got a buyer. I'm not exactly sure.
Do we have properties transferred to us? Do we have properties transferred to us by the county?
Not that I'm aware of, no, but Mr. Howe may have a different update he would know.
I think that would need a resolution from us.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get ahead there. I just know that was what was communicated to me, that
Okay.
at the county, there was a resolution created to transfer properties to MRC. I don't know if those have been formalized here.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Howard. Okay, we'll move forward with public comment. We have time for 2 minutes each.
I just want to say that the point, the work's being done out there is going to look beautiful. I have a hard time visualizing things until I actually see them sometimes. And I know we're coming down to the end when I see plants being brought out. So it's been a long time coming, but it's going to look great. Regarding that same property, do we know anything more on Ready 2.0? I think this question has been asked every month this year. Anything? Because, am I correct that the development that's to take place, or planned to take place, the Northwest Bank move and apartments, is totally Ready 2.0 dependent? Is that a fair, accurate statement? Or do we have a plan B if Ready doesn't come through?
That would be a better question for Mr. Howe in terms of what the long-term plans are, in terms of Plan B and things of that nature with Ready 2.0. But I do not have an update on 2.0 at all. I've heard nothing from the state. I don't know if anyone else has.
And then one, just question, I wasn't able to make the special meeting. Am I correct when I say that taxpayers are still on the hook for some of the expense regarding the sale of that garage, yet we are not permitted to use that garage going forward? Is that an accurate statement?
I don't recall that, because there is still an outstanding bond.
Yes.
But I think the terms were,
Yeah, I don't have the terms in
I
front
think
of me, that's why I don't want to.
I think the terms
Speak.
were, there was an initial payment that was above appraisal, and then there was remaining payments, I think at 110K per year with 4% interest, over 15 years is what my notes say. So I think there's still an outstanding bond. But I think the terms of the sale, my understanding was that they would pay that down, but I do believe that the garage is still reserved for promenade residents only.
That's correct, yes, that is
We
correct.
paid over $10,000, or passed to pay the bill for over $10,000 on maintenance for this past month alone on that. So yes, there is a smaller payment that will continue, but it's to make the promenade and the parking garage work so that doesn't, I mean, otherwise we're left with that property with no kind of value on it.
I
that
just
we're
want to
paying.
know if I go down to the village to eat,
Gotcha.
can I
Simply-
park there or
Simply
not?
put,
No.
simply put, we are still participating in the maintenance and operation of the garage. $3,333.33 per month for 10 years. That's just about $400,000. There's a 2% fee over that 10 years annually, which brings that total to $437,000, almost $438,000. But you're correct, to answer your question. The public will not have use of that. The taxpayer will not have use of that lot unless they live there. But no, I hope that answers your question.
It does.
I don't know that there's
Unfortunately, it
ever-
does. Thank you.
I don't know that there's ever been public parking
Yes.
in that garage.
There were.
Was there in the
when-
beginning?
Right after they opened, there was
beginning.
a place for, it said public
Yep.
parking in the garage.
That was the original intention, yes.
Yeah, that was the
It's
original,
been-
but
and
that
that's
was
been gone
way
for
before me.
years.
so
Been
I
gone
don't
for
know
Yeah,
what's that.
years,
Yep.
years, years.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else from the public today? Go ahead, please. You have 2 minutes.
Hi, I have a quick question.
Sorry,
You
can
were
give your
discussing,
name for the record?
oh, I'm sorry, Jonna Oliver.
Thank you.
That was loud. So my question is, the tax sale that you mentioned, where is that information, so if people were interested in purchasing, am I understanding it correctly, can citizens purchase property at that, or is that just for the city to purchase?
In the
Okay.
tax sale?
How does all that work out? Can you give all the facts so it's on the record so that I understand how that works?
That's run by the Delaware County Commissioners and the Auditor's Office. So it's not the city or the MRC's process. There was information on their website about it. I think there was pre-registration required, and then the tax sale was yesterday at 10 a.m.
How frequently are the tax sales?
Once or twice a year.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So all the information's on there?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, appreciate it.
Yeah. Any other questions from the public today? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on with commissioner comments. I had a question I should have asked earlier, Mr. Bishop, so I apologize, or Mr. Rubella. The facade grant stuff, were any of those demo requests, like we have like the different buckets, right, of the facade grant, were any of those 6 demo requests at all? I was curious about that.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
They were, not demo, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay, we had some discussion as the commission about if we should include demo in that.
That hasn't, the complete demo hasn't been requested. I think I think 3 of the apps were for downtown, or 47305.
Uh-huh.
I think one or two were for outside, just outside that, and then I think one was just within city limits and outside the downtown core.
Yeah, okay, cool. That just makes sense. I was just curious because we discussed maybe not doing demo at all. And if there's no apps coming in for demo, that might be something we change in the future.
For sure.
Something to consider. So that's all I had, sorry.
Yep.
Any other comments today?
Got a quick comment.
Good.
When it comes to minutes and video and live streaming of these meetings, we've stated before, our executive director has stated that while it may not be verbatim in the written minutes, people can go online and see what happened in a meeting through a video. And so it's been suggested today that we don't have to show a meeting that's outside of this room where millions of dollars are discussed. I want us to endeavor to do our best to be forthright with the public. The public really, given these minutes, on the meeting of the special meeting, has really no recourse to learn more because that video appears to not be in existence. So I would suggest that we always, and we videoed that meeting, I would suggest we always endeavor to put things out on the communications page and make that available for the public. And we're making decisions on behalf of the public.
I will
Well,
comment
hold
that
on,
we did
hold
not.
on. Point of order, Mr. Perbella, then I'll go, Ms.
Oh, sorry.
You're
sorry.
fine. I can hear him. You
That
can't.
is the reason I did agree with you today to add your comments.
Thank you. I appreciate
To
that.
that because of not having a video.
I appreciate that.
Ms. Wagley, I'm sorry.
I will say that we did not video the special meeting. That was not us. That was like NPR or Ball State or something. Those were
I think it was Ball State.
reporters that were there. We did not record that meeting, so there is no recording of that meeting.
Owned by the city.
Correct.
Any other commissioner comments today? Seeing none, we will stand adjourned until our November 20th, 2025 meeting. Thank you so much.